Yeah, let's go. Quick disclaimer, please, before I show you this video. Number one, the feedback is not intended to embarrass or disrespect anyone. Let's get that straight right out the gate. Number two, please, I don't know all the information, so it's a limited evaluation, but I believe it's really, really a big deal. Number three, the goal is to provide an evaluation with possible solutions. Otherwise, I'm just gossiping, blaming, or complaining. I want to provide possible solutions, please. And number four, lastly, I want to highlight the importance of asking questions. I really believe any coach or player who is a part of a championship program, their default is always asking questions, not giving answers. I really believe that. Thanks for listening.
Now a lot's going on here. What's Chris Paul doing? He's pointing. Who's he pointing at? He's pointing at Jordan Bell. He's pointing at Jordan Bell because his shirt's untucked. Now that's against the rules.
First question, does everyone on your team know and respect the rules of the game? You have to have clear established expectations on this because this is a really big deal. Championship teams know that the rules are the answers to the tests. Do your homework, study them, leverage them in a positive professional way. Don't blame, complain, make excuses. Oh, this is preventing our excellence. This is unfair, blah, blah, blah. Garbage. The rules are the answers to the test. Championship coaches and players know that. Another question, please. Did anyone else on the team, staff or players, notice that Jordan Bell's jersey was untucked? If so, were they connected enough with him? Did they have the courage enough to check him on that? It's a really big deal. And lastly, have you been trained to react in a negative way or respond in a positive way when you don't get what you want? Because at the end of the day, we don't rise to the occasion ever. We rise or fall based on the levels of our training.
Now, it's a technical because it's their second delay of the game. Here's their first. Karl-Anthony Towns, what has he got, Steve?
Dressed as a mummy.
Well, he's got ice packs on his knees, and they've got all kinds of ace bandages, and they're hooked up in such a way that he can't get them off. And he's trying to take them off, and we got people.
Hey, Father, lose the cell phone.
We're in the front row, man. Pay attention to the
Father.
game. Sir, heads up. You got a giant man wrapped up with an ice pack.
Help him out.
Call for a delay.
Look at how long that takes.
Well, that's why they got him delayed.
Question, please. What current things are being done for the players that shouldn't be done? Do we pick up after them too much? Do we not hold them accountable to being on time or early? Do we treat them differently because of the way they make us feel, respectfully? What are we doing for them that shouldn't be done, that actually impedes their growth and their independency as a human being? Next question, please. What is a big one? What percentage of the players' beneficial behaviors during gameplay are actually self-directed and independent of the coaches? Or are those behaviors, those beneficial behaviors from the players, a direct result of the coaches always reminding them and telling them what to do? If that's the case, we need to go back to practice and really put under a microscope, are we creating leaders or followers? Dun, 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 dun. Be ready.
So their second delay of game leads to a technical foul that Danilo Gallinari's about to take, and he makes it. Now, you're still up by one. There's 1.1 on the clock, and you know you need to miss it. Now watch Karl-Anthony Towns. I got it.
Coach Cal taught me this one.
I got it. I know what to do. I got to miss. But there's an art form to missing, and he doesn't miss. And now, Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder, time.
Question, please. Do your players really know exactly what is expected of them from their attitude, their effort, and their focus? Have you modeled the way? Have you celebrated in a crystallized fashion exactly what our way looks like and what no way looks like? And do you know why they don't do what is required at times? And there's 3 reasons for that. Number 1, they don't want to do it. Number 2, they don't know how to. And number 3, they don't have the capacity to do it. Here's some potential solutions. Thanks so much for listening. Number 1, reward and celebrate the heck out of awareness. It's such a big deal. It's so untapped, it's unbelievable. Create fun tests that the players and coaches together can solve that increases their level of awareness. It changes everything. We know it's important to know the time, score, and situation during gameplay, but how about figuring out and calculating potential solutions and celebrating the thought process in that level of awareness to pay attention to the most important thing at that time and stay grounded. For example, you're in practice. Turn off all the clocks for 30 minutes. And then just randomly out of nowhere, ask people what time it is. And see how close and how aware the players are and or your staff to what time it is. It's such a big deal to be present and be where your feet are. It's unbelievable. It's a fun thing to do. Another potential solution is expedite the family experience and create real relationships in a unique way. Here's 3 ways to do that. All day, create environments, drills on the basketball court, experiences off the basketball court that don't involve one person to be able to exist by themselves in. Everything is 2+. Don't allow a drill to occur with one person. Pull another person in. Involve and celebrate collaboration. It expedites the family growth process. It's unbelievable. It's such a simple strategy, and it works and changes everything. Another strategy is, and this is crazy, but it's such a big deal because we all get numbed out, and it's so important. Take the guys and spend a half a day in a cemetery. Have them go and look at family plots and just have everyone peel onions. It's got to smack them in the mouth. It's got to rip the heart of their chest. It'll connect them in a different way. It'll connect them different way on the court. Have them read the dates between the dashes. Have them read what's on people's epitaphs. It's crazy. The world numbs us out. But the only way to truly connect is to have significant emotional experiences. And sometimes that's what it takes. Spend a half day in a cemetery. Go to a children's hospital, right? It has to be a significant emotional experience. And lastly, thanks so much for listening. Create transparent environments. Here's what you do. You have coaches transparently provide sugar and hot sauce for the other coaches and staff in front of the players and celebrate the heck out of transparency. Because where there's no trust, there's no love. And where there's no love, there's no passion. And where there's no passion, there's no performance. And where there's no performance, there's no purpose. You're wasting your time. And whatever comes before trust, you already know, is transparency. So you start with it first as a staff and coaches, and then you show players how fun it can be because it changes everything. And you celebrate the heck out of it, and you never look back ever. Scott Savor, Uncommon Competitor. Build leaders, not followers. Let's go.